What's up, everybody? Little Bear's back in the house. Here we are again with artifacts. I know some people ask me for hazy flames. I'll get the hazy flames. But for right now, I want to show off the artifacts because I'm so intrigued by them. You get so much pluses off them. They can do so much. Um, that I want to show them off again really quick. Like I said, I'll get the hazes eventually. They told me some text, so I'm gonna check them out. But I still have like a massive amount of replays from when I first started building the deck. This is actually the second replay that I have saved with artifacts. Because it just shows so much what the deck can do. Alright, so I'm going up against anti-meta Grapekeeper Malefic, you know, the deck, just a bunch of crap. Not that it's bad, but that it's, just so much. It does so much. The deck does a lot. So right now, since he's ending his turn, I decided to activate the trap card of the artifacts. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Theosophy of the artifacts. So I'm going to bring out what this account says. And then when I do artifact movement, it goes to the forward. Then I destroyed one, so I can start going plus because I don't have anything else left in my hand. I don't have anything else left in my hand. I don't have anything else to do, so I need to start drawing. So I figured, let me get my draw engine started so I could do stuff. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case because he had different plans for me. And since this wasn't the end phase, he couldn't activate his onslaught, which is good for me that I waited till the end phase. So it's my turn. I'm just gonna go in, and then I'm gonna exceed with the magic card. For those people who don't know what the magic card does, the quick play, it takes both artifacts and XYZ summons with them, but you can only attack then when you activate this on with another artifact monster, other artifact monsters. So, you know, for what I just did is basically what that clause is for, because if I attack and I can then exceed for Duranda, which I imagine they're also going to come out with the shield fusion and maybe a couple other fusions with different effects. I don't think this will be the only artifact XYZ that they're coming out with. If I had made like Tyrus or something like that, then nothing would have happened. I would have not been able to continue attacking. He wouldn't have 1800 life points left. So he draws his Compulse. He's gonna succeed, special summon, I mean. But I have the Compulse to send that back to his hand, which is really bad. Everyone who plays Fire Kings knows how hurtful Compulse is. And I drew the double Cyclone, and that's gonna get rid of this skill drain, and it got rid of a Torrential that I had set. And anything that he tries to activate, like the Compulse that he has, I can now just negate with Durand. Which I'm actually, why didn't he chain that? He could totally have chained it, and my monster would have gone. I would have been in a really bad situation with depending on who draws. But anyway, let's go on to another replay really quick. Okay, so now we're fighting against machine variant thing of death. I don't know. It wasn't even that good. It probably has some really cool things, but I didn't see it play. So I just basically do what artifacts do, which is set their entire hand. I open Broke, which is the Theosophy. Once you draw the Theosophy and a couple of artifacts, you're really good. You're set. I decided to play slow since I didn't know what he was playing. I just got out this. I decided after a turn, you know what? I'm going to go off a little bit. So I can exceed into a Tyrus, but he has to use Chain. But I figured, it's not that bad because I still have 26 on the field. At this point, I want to show you what I'm going to show you this duel. Why I have Celestial Transformation. It's a nice tech. I don't know if I'll keep it in the deck. I was testing it out. It's okay. It's not the greatest thing in the world, to be honest. Because sometimes you don't have anything to destroy your monsters on the field and set magic or trap. So what this does is it special summons the fairy type from your hand. Then it gets its effect right from your hand. So it's another thing that your opponent might not expect, But I feel like and this is right at the end of the turn, so I don't feel it's that good of a card. Alright, getting off. So since I have the Celestial Formation, I have both shields. I'm gonna activate this card eventually. I drew the opposite, whatever, the trap card. And I know that now I have to make a play. I have to pretty soon make a play. So I get frustrated because he's not doing anything, and I'm not doing anything. I'm like, this is getting boring. I'm just gonna tribute off and leave that card dead. If he has something for this, then he has something for this. I mean, what else are you gonna do? So yeah, I just attacked him. I just poked him for 16. He goes into Machine of Forces, but I do have the warning. Decided not just yet. I'm not gonna go off just yet. I'm gonna keep poking him a little more, and I got Artifact Movement, which is great. And now, when he ends his turn, now I'm gonna go off big time. I get the draw. I destroy those two. I get two more draws. I just drew 3 cards. And he goes to the graveyard. And from there, as you see, I got Master Mom. I'm just going to go in with all my little monsters. I still have Artifact Movement. I still have Torrential. And now I can exceed during his turn as well. I guess he was running some kind of rank up thing. But, oh well. I mean, like, good for you. You could special summon. So I'm going off a little bit here. This is what I like about the deck. Like, I went off. He has all that background, but I still have 4, 4, and 5 in my hand, including an Honest. Nova Summoners, and Double Cyclone. So, I'm standing really good. He goes to Phoenix Chamber. I'm just going to exceed into Durandal. And Honest, he has the dress, but, I still have an extra monster. And I have Durandal to activate, so I'm trying to get rid of everything. I don't want anything else to happen. I misplay. I misclick. So, it happens. You misclick. But then I have all this. I have all of this. Look at this. I have all of this. What is he gonna do? What could you do? He's going off like crazy. I have Compulse. Still going off. Yes, Exoton Knight. And this is what I want. I mentioned it in the miss and the other replay that I did. You can't destroy these guys. I mean, like, if you destroy the magic and trap cards, they do have side effects for my opponent destroying them. So he's trying to go off really quick. And it's not happening because each guy was slick, but he destroyed one of my artifacts. I didn't want to chain anything because it just goes to the graveyard. So in the end, he blew up the field. He blew up this, which makes me blow up Evil Swarm, the Exoton Knight, and then I bring it out my blue sword. So I have one more replay for you guys. I have tons of replays, so you guys can see artifacts for a while before seeing Hazy Flames. Let's go into the last replay. Okay, we're back. This time we're going against a Disaster Dragon deck. Well, not a Disaster Dragon, but like a Chaos Dragon deck. I mean, right off the bat, he random MSTs, and well, he figures out that I'm playing artifacts, so I'm not doing anything else in the background. But it's okay. I mean, I still have another one. I have the artifact movement and 11 capacity, which does stuff. It does stuff. So I'm not in the best of positions right now. It really is stalling. I don't know why he plays so many buses, to be honest. Whatever. So I take out his last card to have Caluceus in the field, because I really want Caluceus. That way, Malevolent Catastrophe can go off a little bit better. Again, Sister Transformation is if he tries to Dark Hole, then I can special summon this hand from my hand really quick. I decided to just start, you know what? I don't have anything good. I can't go into Arc or anything, so I'm just gonna burn you a little bit. I burn him again, and I'm gonna tribute. He goes into that, but I have, alas, I have Genesis Keeper of Genesis here. Amazing card. And since he's the one to destroy my back row, because bad things could happen on his turn, he decides to target my monster. But whatever. I'm Malevolent Catastrophe. He removes the monsters. Wants to get pumped up. If you're gonna play, I'm gonna mention this really quick. If you're gonna play this deck, on Death Row, you really have to put in the settings. You have to take off auto chain order, and you have to leave Calisales for the last chain because that's how it gets its draw effects. You know, because see right there, it didn't get its draw effects because the blue sword came first. Then we come back. Okay, that's nice. I have a warning. I'm gonna go into Vocal Source. Boom. And I'm gonna double attack here. And I'm gonna set the warning, and you know, it's pretty much. And I didn't know he had this card, but he was being slick. He could have been even more slick if he had ranked that up with Gaia, but oh well. I'm gonna go in for an attack. It's bust. He gets Torred back to your deck. And he drew the Dark on. That was really broke. I was scared. Like, oh man, thank God I had the warning. Your bust isn't that bad, actually. It's not a bad tech. If you really need to recycle your 1-0, it's not a bad tech. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He's a good guy. Good player. I'm just going in. This was if he decides to random MST. You know, it's there. Again, I'm gonna set. He has all the cards in the world, and so I can't really do much about that. He keeps getting cards. He keeps getting cards. But I'm just gonna keep setting. You know, I mean, I have no reason. I have control right now. I have the Phoenix Chain, which comes into play here. I have a bottomless now. I have a Dark Hole because I have the bottomless. And I don't want him to mystical the Phoenix Chain and bad things to happen. So he thankfully goes into something, you know, he didn't attack me for all that. For 24. Now I'm in a pickle, because all I have is a bunch of artifacts. This is the bad part of artifacts. The bad part of artifacts, you know, you just draw into them and you don't have anything to destroy, you're reliant on your opponent having something to destroy. But mystical is kinda good. But I seriously prefer double cyclone because you can go plus off of it. Or at least decent 1-for-1 as well. So yeah, as you can see what's happening. We had the track, oh my goodness. So I'm just setting everything. I'm like, you know what? He doesn't have anything, so he gives up. So this has been my artifacts again. Actually, I'm gonna do one more. Guys. I'm gonna do one more video for you guys. Hold up. Alright, we are back with the last video that we're gonna do after the last one. The other one's gonna be the last one, but for real, this is gonna be the last. We're gonna get Sylvans. I was a little freaked out when I finally seen what was going on. When I seen that, I was like, oh man, Sylvans. Sylvans are coming in. But luckily enough, you know, I have the Malevolent Catastrophe. I have the Malevolent Catastrophe. I have 2 set and artifact movement, which means I can get off 3 summons. So I'm gonna destroy one of his cards, set anything that I need, and this will blow up everything. Plus, Nova Summoner will also get me another search. Another summon out of my deck. So with this, he tries to blow it up. I chain movement. Just watch. Again, this is why you need the chain link thing off. I learned that recently. So yeah, he has a couple cards, but I have all of this advantage. And now he's gonna go off. You know, he has Convulsive of Nature. I didn't know they played that. So I'm just gonna go in with everything. I'm going in, I'm going in, I'm going in. And I'm gonna burn him a little bit. So I make it for a real desperate situation for him, you know. Any card that he activates, I'm gonna negate it, and I have a card so that he can pop. And I'm gonna do 800 extra and he doesn't take care of this. So he does have Lone Flower Blossom. You know, he does have it. So he's gonna do his thing really quick. But since he noticed that, you know, I'm not negating any effects. This only effect works on the field though. I'm waiting to negate, you know, magic and trap cards with this. That way he can really do nothing. Right there he could have exceeded and then summoned something out of the grave. I don't know, he could have did something. But in reality, I had control. and he can see the compulse coming up. And I had power duality, so I was in a pretty good situation. He wasn't. He was in a good situation too, but I had Durandal. So these are artifacts. But I really like the deck. I'm really getting the hang of it. I'm learning that chain links. To go more plus. I really need to call the haunted into my actual build. Um, I'm not gonna run this anymore. I don't think so. I'd rather put in an MST to be honest. Um, so I'll do an updated version of the deck maybe after the next showcase video. Um, but yeah, these have been my artifacts. They're changing. If you have any ideas, any inputs, like, comment, subscribe. If you like my content, tell me what you think, what you don't think. And if you have a link to your own version, we'll talk about it. Leave me a link in the comment section. I'll definitely watch it and we'll stay in touch. All right, this has been Little Bear. Oh.